Okay. Um, I'm happy to be here with you today. So I'm gonna start reading all the amazing advice and revelations I've had as a saint. Basically, what happened is I received the message and then I evaluated, I elaborated on them, and I gave examples, and I made the material fun. It is important, viewers, to bring positive energy while you are doing work assignments on the computer or writing by hand. And if I'm not on a positive tone, I do other things. Why such strict rules, Sana? Well, because it is a question of energy. What you give comes back to you twofold. That famous saying is true. I feel my sins were not only twofolds, though. I suffered a lot based on my ignorant sins as a human before my sainthood transformation. I feel this next lesson is important to note. Objects have energy, same way breathing is energy. For that reason, I say to steer clear from mental, emotional feelings and thoughts. So, before you utilize or fix a problem on a gadget, don't freak out. I'll say it again, don't freak out while you're maneuvering the objects. This includes the laptop, your cell phone, etc. Why? Because you toxify the purity from being released by your interaction with them if it's on a negative scale. For example, while you do an assignment for school, it is more powerful, able to achieve a good grade if you are positive minded and spirited on a positive tone. Furthermore, it is important to remember that the camera or the mirror does not determine my beauty. Do not sacrifice your beauty based on a small dimple or wrinkle, for example. Why do I say this, you wonder? Well, because our cells are sensitive and pick up on the self-criticism and the act and transforms our body likewise. This is the reason why we age. A comparison match that ego demands from people. It gives ourselves information on how we should be looking based on our age category. Well, that lady, she looks like me, around the same age. She has that little pimple there, or the wrinkle there. And oh, and the same applies for teenagers, right? They look at other colleagues, classmates, they judge them negatively because they have a pimple or a wrinkle. Not a wrinkle, but a pimple, an acne. And if they did not have this negative energy towards another, their body would not change in such a likewise way. This is the reason why it comes based on our age category. So we compare and we say I classify myself in that category, so I feel normal because we want a feeling of belonging, of it not being excluded. So we just label ourselves in a category. I can say for sure without a doubt that the ego causes mental blinding at times, so much so that it impacts a person's self-confidence and their success rate. Low self-esteem is a major factor when aging, believe it or not, and I say this with a negative tone. What? Yeah, so you have to be careful. If you have low self-esteem around certain people, that's your cells that are picking up on that energy. They're listening to you. They're not insensitive yourselves. They want what's good for you. And that's all I have to do for today. Okay, thank you for your time with me, and I wish you the best. My mother is calling me, so I have to let you go for now. So take care. Thank you. Bye bye.